is the Soul Fantasy Show, Soul Fan Show. Hey, it's the Soul Fantasy Show live for June 11th, 2020. Going over the top picks, plays, and studs for Detroit versus Milwaukee. If you already haven't, please subscribe to this channel for Draftkings and Fanduel updates. Right on top, we have the top stud, Giannis, the Greek Freak. 45% chance to get over 60 fantasy points. He's going to get you one of them here. 69, 68, 70, 71, I predict. As high as 82, even 84, okay? All right, so we have Chris Middleton up second. He has a 50% chance to get over 30 fantasy points. He's 10-4, and Giannis is very expensive. He's 12-6, but I'll show you some values under here that you'll be able to easily fit him in. He's getting 2 fantasy points per minute. All right. So, Derrick Rose right on top. Giannis is the sole stud of the day. Derrick Rose is right under him. He has a 50-50 chance to get 30 to 47 fantasy points about. Very unlikely that he'll get 0 to 15 fantasy points. It's a long shot. Drew Bledsoe, all right, he has a very good shot at hitting 4 times value, about 30 fantasy points for 8,600. Now let me show you something right here. Blake Griffin is very cheap today. He's the sole sleeper of the day. 50-50 chance to get 20 to 40 fantasy points or so. It's going to get you something around there. Going to get something like that. 22 to about 35 fantasy points for this very cheap price. It's 17.3 times value. I'm not sure if this price is right, but it says $1,600, and he's a lock at that price. So is possibly John Henson and Brandon Knight, 15 times value, 14 times value. And then right under there is Galloway and Milakok. Only 2.9 times value, 16.3 projected. All right, so we'll go right to McRae. He's 3,600. 6 times value. He's a lock. Over a fantasy point per minute. 40, 50, 27. All right, so then you have these guys that are going to fuck your lineup up. Brook Lopez, Dante DiVincenzo, and Bruce Brown Jr. Everybody's going to roster them because they're just right in that mid-range price. So those are your 3 high-risk players. I think one of them will do good, probably Brook Lopez, and the other 2 will fail. So you have Christian Wood. He's get up to 27% chance to get 30 to 45 fantasy points. All right, so then down here you have a couple other guys. Dum Dum, he's 8.9 times value for 1,400. Pat Covington, he's all right. I would play him. He might get 28 fantasy points and really hook your lineup up. Kyle Korver is damn near 5 times value, and so is Ersan Ofelo. I would fade out Tony Snells and Wesley Matthews. So, and then you have down here Thon Maker, who I like, 6 times value. DJ Wilson, all right. So you're not playing DJ Wilson. And Robin Lopez, you probably don't want to play Robin Lopez either. All right. So if Blake Griffin is really that cheap, I think I would play him. I would not pivot off him. If he's a little bit more expensive, I would still consider him up to about 4K. All right, check his price. If he's around 4,000 and under, put him in. I think he's 1,600 today. All right, so right now, Giannis is in my captain spot. Giannis, okay. Middleton could be a possibility. I would probably not play Bledsoe in the captain spot, but that could bite me in the ass. All right. I'm going to play Derrick Rose. I'm not going to play Bruce Brown. I'm I'm going to go down here. I could play McRae, Ilyasova, Korver. I could play any of them guys if I want. I could, right here, if I go to Blake Griffin, see, look at this. So far it's coming up really nice. Kennard, you could play. Woods, 8K. They're kind of expensive. Galloway, 7-4 with only 51 DD. So if you want to play for 5,600, it's probably a good play to play. But I mean, you might want to fade him out. He usually doesn't do that good, and he's very expensive. Is $5,600. I mean, that's kind of expensive. So Greek Freak, 18,900. He's using a lot of salary in the captain spot. I would probably say he gets 80 points and he's in your captain spot. That's 120 points right there, and no one's going to be able to catch that guy if they play the rest of the flexes right. You could go Rose, you could go Bledsoe, you could go Middleton. All right, you could go there. So just if you want to save salary, George Hill, I would just say fade George Hill out. Yeah, fade him out. All right, please. I'm not playing George Hill. So Tony Snell, fade him out. Dante Diavancho, 6,400. I'm not paying that much for him. Galloway, 7,400. I'm not paying that. I will pay out for Wood or Bledsoe. So I like Bledsoe over Wood, but I'll pay up for Wood if I have to. Right here. So now I have $5,000 left. There's no way I can put in the Greek Freak. No way. Only if I get rid of Middleton. So now I have, Bledsoe. So now I have Middleton in the captain spot. In the first flex spot, Jordan McRae, Luke Kennard, Christian Wood, and the Greek Freak right down on the bottom. All right, so most likely I'm going to say play Greek in the captain spot. If he gets the 70 or 80 fantasy points, you're going to be so happy and you're going to be in love with your choice. But if you want to save salary, anybody else is cheaper. Middleton, Bledsoe. Okay, Middleton's the second most expensive. Then there's Bledsoe. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't. But if you do, let's see what we can do. So if you go cheap in the captain spot, you're still not getting everybody in you want. So if you put Blake Griffin in, definitely play Blake Griffin today. He was off limits last game. He had a bad game. He's going to rebound. Middleton. All right, now. All right, so let's see how our lineup's starting to shape out. Wow, this is nice. So if you want to go with the MVP a little cheaper, one of the lower options, still having quality, you will go Galloway. And then a flex too. The Greek Freak, Bledsoe, Blake Griffin, Chris Middleton, and in your last flex spot. All right, it's the Soul Fan Show.